Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Elsa, and this is my husband, Jeffrey. And these are our children, Cyrus, Phoenix, and then our 10-month-old baby, Anissa. And tonight, we'll be sharing our story of our son, Phoenix. So many parents never forget the day their child is born. And that was true for us, but with a twist. On July 30, 2014, Phoenix was born and immediately taken from me for medical tests. It turns out that he had a congenital heart defect called hypoplastic left heart syndrome, something that went undetected through my pregnancy. Phoenix was quickly flown from Bakersfield to Los Angeles, California, Los Angeles Children's Hospital.
I drove to the hospital in Los Angeles with Elsa's dad to be with Phoenix. At 7 days old, a little tall. At 7 days old, Phoenix had his first surgery. The hospital, it felt so cold and I was heartbroken. I knew my wife was still in the hospital recovering from giving birth, and I had to be strong for Phoenix. I remember the nurses talking and machines beeping as I sat there confused, not understanding all the medical terminology. I remember the doctor explaining the heart procedure to me, but it was just all a blur. I felt so devastated and overwhelmed. All I wanted was for Phoenix and my wife to come home.
When I first arrived to Bakersfield Hospital in labor, I was full of excitement to take my baby home. But that was no longer a reality. I remember recovering in the hospital after giving birth while my baby son was 3 hours away. The ordeal was shocking and very scary. I wasn't sure of what Phoenix's condition was, which made me feel sad, helpless, and confused. I remember asking God, why me? Why my child? I was terrified of losing my child. When I first recovered enough to travel to LA, the hospital experience was unsettling. Seeing my baby hooked up to all the different machines that were keeping him alive was heartbreaking. He was such a tiny baby to go through so much. As I stood in the hospital room, I looked around me and I saw other children going through medical emergencies. Hearing the code red alarm go off multiple times made me cry and feel nervous for my son's health.
When a baby with hypoplastic left heart syndrome is born, multiple complicated surgeries must be done in particular order to increase blood flow to the body to bypass the poorly functioning left side of the heart. There is no cure for hypoplastic left heart syndrome, and infants have lifelong complications. We were told that a heart transplant may be needed in the future and that it was a very serious and scary time. Our older son, Cyrus, was only a year old at the time when the hospital social worker told us about the Ronald McDonald house. We found instant relief and comfort there. We were able to stay together as a family through Phoenix's treatment. The Ronald McDonald House staff instantly made us feel at home. It's truly become a second home for us and gave us the opportunity to meet other families going through the same similar situations.
When you have a child in the hospital, people show their concern for your situation, but then slowly return to their regular routines and their normal lives. For a family that has a child with a critical illness, there's no going back to normal. I began to accept that for Phoenix to stay alive, we had to get used to the idea of being in the hospital for long periods of time and constant medical appointments. For families that have never experienced a child being critically ill, it's hard to describe the roller coaster of emotions. The Ronald McDonald House and its staff have demonstrated tremendous support, which has made our experience less stressful.
That's one of the many reasons why we are so grateful for the Ronald McDonald House. It's a haven for me and my family to be together and enjoy the company of other families who are experiencing similar situations. At the end of a long hospital day, being able to have a place to go home, rest, shower, eat, and sleep, it's priceless. It's the opposite atmosphere of a hotel, which can feel as sterile as the hospital environment. Instead, our family and other families can enjoy all the activities Ronald McDonald House provides.
Phoenix has had 3 open heart surgeries. His first at 7 days, his second one at 6 months, and his last one at 3 years of age. With the last surgery, we felt like the beginning of a healing phase for our family. His heart defect is a lifelong condition and an uncertain future, but for now it involves less surgeries and hospital stays. I was able to resume work outside home again, and life has a little more routine to it. We continue to travel to LA for doctor's appointments, and we stay at the Ronald McDonald House for a short period of time. It's also wonderful to walk back through those doors to our home away from home.
Earlier this year, our home burned down. During our 34 days at a hotel, we were reminded of how impersonal that can feel and how much our family loves the Ronald McDonald House. The playground, meeting other kids and families, and the special events the staff and the volunteers hold, especially during the holidays. Having your family together is crucial, especially when you're going through something like we did. And we wouldn't have had the opportunity without the support of the Ronald McDonald House.
We believe this journey was chosen for us. We have turned this experience into a positive situation for our family. We would like to take a moment to express how thankful and grateful we are for your support. Because of you, we were able to overcome a challenge we once faced. An environment that felt cold and made us feel scared and nervous is now filled with laughter and smiles. We appreciate your support, and we are happy to hear that our boys call a trip to the Ronald McDonald House a vacation.
Thank you.